Best qualifying for Aprilia in 4th place. On the 2nd row with Jack Miller and Brad Binder. Oliveira, Rin Vinales heads row 5, and Bastianini there in 5th. Marc Marquez, a Grand Prix home hero. Valentino Rossi, multiple-time race winner here in Mugello. He starts from the head, and Alex Marquez, a former Moto2 winner here back in 2019. An awful lot of work to do for the Spanish rider. It went to Vinales, then it was a double from Quartararo and Miller time in the last 2 Jeep. Not too hot, it's not too cool. Let's get down into pit lane. The legend, 5-time world champion Mick Doohan standing.
Asking you, what does it take to win here, and who do you think of the boys going to be in the fight?
Well, you make your real plan there, but look, Quartararo's quick. If he can make a break like the Yamaha, there's a real chance of him winning. But it's one of those places. Drafting comes in the first 5 to money. That's who my money's on. So
thanks for your thoughts, Mick.
Yeah, thanks very much to Mick Doohan. Aleix Espargaro, he'll be up against it, fresh from surgery, of course. Can he make to this magic Mugello circuit? Race wins in 2017 for Andrea Dovizioso, Jorge Lorenzo in 2019, but can this man, Fabio Quartararo, gate crash the home party? 0.2-kilometre circuit. Mick Doohan certainly thinks Fabio Quartararo is the hot favourite. It's the head-to-head. 4 riders coming into this one. Oh dear, huge drama here. Bastianini. And now Bastianini's airbag's gone off. Earth, has that happened? Can you believe it? What has happened to Enea Bastianini coming to the grid? Second bike. The marshals, of course, now are going to have to try and pick up that motorcycle and make sure there's nothing on the circuit. Green gate, it looks like it's already over for him, but we will go racing. Lights out, look at that work. The Ducati of Bagnaia is trying to come through on the slipstream into turn 1. Here he comes up the end with Yamaha's new front hole shot device, but couldn't quite get the drag down into San Donato. Bagnaia then pinched it. Ready. Yeah, Oliveira, that is the Portuguese rider. What a fantastic start it was from him. Zarco 4th ahead of Miller. Binder. Here we go, dropping down the hill through Casanova already. I've thought about it there into some fair stages. Fantastic start then by the Portuguese Grand Prix winner last year, the Portuguese man, Miguel Oliveira, 7th. New chassis underneath him on the RC16. Under pressure from Zarco early on, no way through. Mia up the inside of Joan Mia. Binder just struggling to settle in the early stages. There's Marc Marquez. He made up a place. He's in 10th. They'd have made up a couple of places as well. Remember, he's got to try and make use of that sometime big moment on the rear end there for Zargas, and that would have just fired him out the seat. Early warning for Zarco. He gathered it all back up. Lap 1 then about to be chalked off here in Ducati. He leads by almost half a second. Zarco, can he get through on Quartararo with some slipstream? No, he can't. And has been bullied. He's been passed by Rins. He's been passed by Aleix Espargaro, and he's now just 1 place ahead of Morbidelli. Marc Marquez then crashes out. He's perfectly okay, but he goes down. Frank in Le Mans early on after a tangle with Paul Espargaro. This time around it's Marc Marquez. Marquez on the floor, then SRT, but no point scoring possibility now. You think for Morbidelli. He's down. Bagnaia has gone down. Bagnaia has blown it in Mugello. Head in hands. A second-hand destroyed factory yellow. Bagnaia down and out on lap 2. The first mistake we've seen from Pecco Bagnaia or Zarco. It's France versus France here now in Italy. Soul-destroying crash that for Quartararo in 2nd place. He's down at Arrabbiata 2. Thankfully he's okay. Now then, Quartararo kilometres an hour. Zarco leads with the slipstream. He fires in the fastest lap of the race as well. 46. Nakagami getting aggressive then. He's made up another place. He's through on Pirro, but Pirro bites back. Here comes the battle then of trying to get back through. Catch your breath in Mugello. Bastianini out before the start of the race. Marquez, the race pace over the full distance to keep Fabio Quartararo behind. That's brilliant. There was not a lot of room. And get his head down and break away from Zarco. Yeah, Zarco, it looked like he might have found something in morning warm-up. Way on the Red Bull KTM there in 3rd, ahead of Miller, Rins, Mir, Aleix Espargaro and Brad Binder to fight back in the latter stages. Further down the order, Nakagami 10th ahead of Paul Espargaro, despite the fact that a few riders have crashed up ahead of him. Yeah, and Valentino Rossi, a humbling home Grand Prix so far 2 times, and Mir there is also trying to get through. Well, the Suzukis aren't going to be able to slipstream. Splits away on that Ducati, and Zarco again with the slipstream and nudging over 300. Yeah, the turbulence of the move made by Zarco really unsettled Quartararo, but he strikes back into 3. That's fantastic to bite straight back in the first few sectors. That's what he has to do, Steve, isn't it? He has to make those moves to exploit the strengths of the Yamaha. It's agile, it's got the agility, the manoeuvrability to work. He's losing momentum, and you can quite clearly see it there, visibly. This is Alex Bagnaia. So what happened then pre-race? An incident involving Joan Zarco and Enea Bastianini to be... He was on the curb. He was on the curb on the exit of Arrabbiata.
Can't find a way past. Straight past Jack Miller, but
they've got the speed here.
Rins turn 1.
Yeah, worrying times.
Now for Zarco, because
this time Quartararo
was able to put enough
distance between himself
to take the lead.
Back.
Quartararo's got his head
down here. He's in the
46s.
PB lap from the Frenchman.
Also
about 4 tenths further
at the back of the Frenchman.
In the background there, Brad
Binder has got
past the Aleix Espargaro.
Over Domenicali.
Stefano Domenicali.
No relation.
Apparently.
Mick Doohan
as well, all chatting
through. We have got
no idea what happened
with Enea Bastianini
on the warm-up. Can you
enlighten us at all?
I didn't see it, guys, but
the motor braking, you know.
Okay, thank you
very much for that. What a move.
That is.
Joan Mir at
turn 11 on his team.
Mate, remains
in front. He goes
up into fifth. Good
stuff from the world champion.
Blue on.
Blue, that was brilliant.
By problem is
Head in hands.
for Pecco Bagnaia.
He knows that was a goal.
Golden chances.
Slipped through his grasp.
Steve said how costly could
That being the final
reckoning in this
MotoGP World
Championship because Fabio
Quattararo trying to dis
out the old difference between
the Ducatis and the
Suzuki's and Rins.
Here going
Back past.
Joan Mir
You know, when he was trying
to get on tabs
with the two Ducatis,
Petrucci and
Vizioso and the Honda,
Mark Marquez in
29 and 3/4
Onto the second.
away in fourth place.
So he knows
Exactly
the problem in the
Lemery started to get in.
So he's got
Here he comes to start testing.
Oh, blimey.
It's Zarco that's
Absolutely.
bang on the money. That
Could have been a lot
worse.
Now then,
Jack Miller
somehow keeping those
two Suzukis at bay
behind him. Alex Rins
now thought
about
about
him that
1,140
41 metre.
start finish straight. There's
Nothing the Suzuki
can do. They're giving up.
The door was open and
Through he goes.
that's great from
Alex
Alex.
Rins, he had to do
That been a big problem.
He's got now
In his fourth this.
6, no problem. No
No
worries. Jack
Miller goes on through the
Aussie, absolutely
enough experience when you're
Alex Rins, you're doing all that
hard work.
for the rest of the lap.
And then it's just
Free time.
for Fabio Quattararo.
The only rider in the
146 is on
that last lap. His gap
He's now up to
8/10 ahead of
Marcus Spargaro.
are closing. Joan Mir's been
12 mapping too. Alex
Rins as well as Haley Pirro doing an
standing job on the planet.
Ducati. He's in ninth.
Place. He's
Couple of seconds.
for Jack Miller's Ducati.
Miller though
There's no way
through as we look.
forward to
Rins up
Miller up
towards the hairpin.
Pin.
Tayo and look
Look at Binder now.
he's right on them and
Binder, but he holds on.
over his position
He had a moment there as well.
through Tayo that
Got to be patient
here.
Patient, although it's
See, he's running that
tighter line. That's
see the better
turning in the better edge.
grip of the Suzuki.
But the
Ducati to sweep
way
straight.
back on by.
Nothing Rins can do.
Absolutely powerless.
Powerless. Simon, you
Got time. On
Keeper, I saw you
all the
way to the
pins. The
problem with the
the
corners to try and
Stay with Jack.
they can't flow.
And keep their
Quite good. They got to
and if they keep
having to do that. They got to
use more here.
it's harder for them.
So yeah.
That's what I'm seeing.
Get them coming on the
start finish straight.
Mir's seen that.
That was clever by
Alex Rins, get him.
moved on when you can.
It's all about
turning where Miller's been
struggling and
try and put that gap
Now, here's going.
for as well. Mia had to
Binder is also
so capitalised
he's gone through
on Jack
there
Miller
as well. So Miller
down to
second close up on the Suzuki.
well, it was a hard move.
By Mir, it had to
Be pushed Miller
way wide. That
allowed Binder coming
through
through
in 20.
21. Cashing
Mine's back.
to the Qatar Grand
Free work. Got
fairly ugly.
Late for Fabio
Quattararo at the moment.
He's fastest lap of the
race at 46.8
6.8.
and in the background
And that Miller
on the start finish
Straight, a bit wide.
there from Joan Mir, the
World champion.
now then Alex Rins.
He's over likewise.
Alex
Rins. Zarco
holding stations
second place for the exact
same time as well.
42 those 40.
46s. He had a couple of
Low
on 47 flat
So then hammer down.
and again from Quattararo
Back clear then.
of Zarco in second
Second on board here.
with Maverick Vignale
It's in his race.
winning chances unfortunately.
At the Repsol Honda.
The Paul Espargaro
But this is a battle.
he doesn't want to be in
It's for 11th.
place
Back it through.
on compact
Rip Paul Espargaro.
Rossi up to 15
He's just taken that
spot from
around 0.3.
seconds slower than
Quattararo.
on that previous lap.
Frankie Morbidelli.
As you'd expect,
Rex Camarini. He's
having a very difficult
Italian Grand Prix.
stunning start to
Weekend for Marini on
Friday. Was hoping
Think three out of
a tough race as well from
Marini. So
far down in 18th.
place. Quattararo.
Quattararo 6/10.
Cricket ball rightly
Pointed out they had the
speed. But
they had a big Ducati and
now right. And
now they've got a lot of work
to Delhi. These guys are battling all the way.
back in 18th and
19th at the moment. Now he
tagged. That was one of the KTM,
That's by the looks of it, wasn't it?
so that was what put
Market that he's made
contact with Rins and Mia. And
closing.
Franco just in the background. You
can see Rins.
number 4
Oh, I don't think we're
to
going to
get a repeat of Fabio
Quattararo's
physical blow up
in harass.
where he ran.
And he looks brilliant
But
right
now he's over 2
seconds clear. You can
Here the wheel spin being
generated there.
out of the
Teeny corner.
and again
Another tenth or two.
taken out here. It's
And near challenges.
Rins just got a
Wheelie over the crest.
and that's what cost
The
him.
bit of driving was
Just had to roll out of it
slightly there.
here though. Two Suzuki
Yeah, need
they will want to lose this.
fine. Joan
Mir and Alex
Rins.
care on to Zarco.
Put on the there, but if they
Carry on roughing
ping each other up,
that's going to disrupt
Play with
that
him. They will
comp so he can
reel in Zarco.
put Oliveira ahead of him.
This man, Fabio,
Quattararo
well on his way.
Tatami's lapping
Well, but he's in
9th. Lapping as good as
the guys in second and third.
30s. And then it's
Paul Espargaro
and Valentino Rossi.
in 15th.
You know, it's all ifs, but
What's a maybe?
but case before the
Mixed conditions.
we had our rare flag
To flag in Le Mans.
last time out.
This could have been potential
Potentially here.
postcard to
Surroundings of the Tuscany.
the mountains.
He's now 2.6
0.6 seconds.
clears. Do have the
Speed of Quattararo.
found themselves
Themselves in the wrong positions.
on the grid.
What will really give?
Shot device
Because he's got a brilliant beginning of this race.
because since that
Point. Well,
he
nobody.
has seen
This young man.
Oliveira and Mir
That's creeping
creeping down as well.
to 1.3
Seconds. Mir was
much quicker.
Joan Mir
He's much quicker.
than Quattararo.
Binder's even quicker as well,
Well, it just shows you.
doesn't it? Again,
Yes, Steve is
this a sorry fan.
farewell to
Mystic
Majestic
Mugello for
Valentino Rossi.
it could well.
may well
be the dreaded
R-word retirement
for the 42-year-old,
but at the moment 17 seconds. Fabio Quartararo
already.
halfway through this
MotoGP race.
Okay, we'll come back
Very, very shortly.
Simon as the
300 horsepower.
MotoGP leading by 3 seconds. He's just slackened up his pace.
Down to
47
4. That's
this time around.
and Mia. We
No, traditionally
last 10
laps he's brilliant.
He's super.
Shinichi Sahara
Talking to Simon.
pre-race felt that he's
Man was going to come on
strong in the
That's a
last
third of this grand.
and now for you
It has.
Guys, thank you. What I wanted to do was
You know, I already
listed. I knew
obviously,
Sean Zarco.
and
I mean,
look at these.
still on screen. Oh,
Also,
there's another
KTM a bit
for the Beck and Bread.
Binder. I mean,
Another Sunday man.
plus
The
KTM has the
hard front because it
needs.
steps.
that Simon will certainly
Keep an eye out.
no one's got anything
Think to
try and fight Quartararo.
without fucking
The Suzuki boys
now are right on
top of Zarco,
Go here. And
Miguel Oliveira.
best
So
with
Campinotti,
the Catty boss looks
so it's been a good weekend for
for them. Signing a
a
new
3-year contract,
with the
24 at least.
yeah, Mia's
Got that gap now down
down to Oliveira to
a
100
second for the first
time. And a
coming up for Maverick
Vinales who's
in
in
10th place.
place trying to keep
Michele
Hero behind him.
in the smaller classes.
Kieran Mugello adore.
Was this circuit it
It's good to see him back
got their 2
into
KTM
the moment inside the
pace has just
improved the game.
like
Elation Spark
like a road. The gap
between
between
Miguel Oliveira and Mugello
is recovering the way of Polo
Spargo, Steve.
just nowhere on the rest
Honda, his
to get in the 47
at the moment.
48-1.
The last time around for
Paul, he's down in
He's still the
he's
goal.
fighting for second.
P4 yesterday.
He looked like he was really
He's struggling outside.
the top 10.
Not really an
A
awful
lot of answers by the end.
There's trouble coming as well.
Though post-race
The pre-race incident.
with an Airbax Genie.
We know the steward's going
Have
to
a look at it.
that Zarco can get
But the Catty's
run
up the corner, up the hill.
going towards
Turn 2, he was just at the moment
no, Zarco.
tapping in the
47 still.
He's found
The second overall.
Pecco Bagnaia
Big
crashed whilst leading.
here in
So
Mugello
if you're just tuning in,
will go down
the order
through the
championship as it
stand. Miguel Oliveira
is as close to
his
Joan.
rider.
Yeah, and the 2 Suzukis are
Starting to look really
menacing, aren't they?
particularly in the form.
Form of world
Bridesmaid yet again.
champion,
It would be an 8th
runner-up position
for him in
with the GP, but the
Throwing up
by Oliveira, it's
coming in the
shape of 2 Suzuki.
as well. Oliveira get into the
Slipstream of Joan.
and Zarco. He's
Certainly pretty close
to win. The
moment. Ducati just
to make it
move into turn.
one. Simon. He's going to
And I said, have
the advantage.
Diamond over.
The stronger of the 2
Suzuki's at the moment,
which is interesting.
Frankie Carcetti
The
Joan Mir
this weekend, Alex Rins,
was
the Suzuki
rider that had the superior
superior pace. Joan,
Mir
when he finally found
the way through on Rins,
and Miller
and since that
point with a
the
clip.
track ahead of him, he's
Still consistent.
laps. Lovely.
Oliveira lined up.
One up beautifully.
That was great.
He had to do that.
The KTM
Moves up into second.
and now
Joan Zarco is
is in real trouble.
well, surely they'd be
Struggling for pace.
at this stage of the race.
At least
He's going to be able to rely on
that 300
horsepower underneath him.
finish straight.
Joan Zarco
It just looks like he's
struggling a bit with,
rear end grip, doesn't he?
but still
Oliveira and
breaks him into turn
one. He holds on.
to second spot.
We've seen this week.
Ken with that better act.
Corner. The KTM has
Been no slouch on the
start finish straight here.
Mugello as well. In fact,
They've been
a match for Ducati.
sifting down the years.
There's nothing wrong with the
Poke at that.
KTM. Making life very
And
difficult.
this is going to allow
The
of
KTM
Miguel Oliveira
to try and
break free if this is.
Suzuki's because Mir
We'll see.
Oliveira is
Starting to check out.
out in this daylight.
Is that classic?
Mir move though.
He's done that to us.
3 times already in this race.
Race into
To turn 11 up the
Oliveira for second.
He needs
Alex Rins now to do
something similar.
again.
We've got the start
Finish straight coming up.
shortly. Yeah, that's
The thing, isn't it, Steve? Mir
has got to get the
retaliate.
with the brute horsepower.
Power of the Ducati.
Now the owners
Alex Rins to try.
and find a way through quick.
Zarco
Was miles behind.
He's not close enough. Mir
He did get the perfect.
takes it then.
And so now
Fabio
Quartararo LDR
Pablo, look at
at that
totally different.
league
Big
operate.
break.
He looks so
Good in harass. Good
the
in
dry in Le Mans.
brilliant in Porto.
Come out super.
And can you believe
It. We
came
came
into this Grand Prix?
thinking that let's
Rins beautiful.
Zarco struggling.
In this Grand Prix,
A
the
lot of people thinking this could be
first ever
Ducati
bit
podium
in lockout.
in Grand Prix history.
Right now, he's
See the damage from
where
Bastianini.
went into him. That
Didn't.
Wow.
That's got to be looked
Dale now
at.
off.
Miguel Oliveira.
We saw Pit
Oliveira celebrating,
earlier on.
but he might not be
Double podium yet.
this year.
They've got
5 laps coming
up
up
to try.
and fight past.
Mick Doohan. He's not
Being particularly happy.
hunting granny.
Zarco in hot.
For him in terms of
The back with Alex Rins.
he's going to be dropping
Back into the clutches of
Binder and Miller. He's
not careful as well.
playing
Playing for starting
15th place on
the grid. It's getting
worse for Espargaro.
as well. He's just been picked
Down in
15th place.
Not what
Espargaro was hoping.
he's looking for a big
He was going home to Barcelona.
Like at the Barcelona.
Catalunya was Paul Espargaro.
But
This has been a
very, very difficult.
Italian Grand Prix.
Yeah, not close enough here.
Of course, this is
It's all playing into
the
the
hands of
Quartararo in terms of the
championship. They used
TP.
to and Bagnaia would be locked
On points heading into
Catalunya. And next,
weakness.
still a few twists.
Yeah, exactly.
But a little bit better.
Better. Just even
One more row and
be a
it.
difference.
Rins has made a
Happens.
way too much.
Rins has
Crashed out
of the podium chance.
once again.
Yet
Again, can you believe
it? A fourth
consecutive
consecutive
no point scoring
over this Grand Prix.
career?
He's going to have
Four
four
successive races,
without troubling the
point scoring places
for him.
inside that factory.
Suzuki garage.
Pressure ramping up
Big time on Rins.
now.
Second
Clear of Oliveira
and Juan.
Mir. Just in the
Background there then.
Zarco at the moment.
Holding the road.
7th, Nakagami 8th.
Vinales.
Now he's up to 9th.
Piro
In 10th.
is feeling that
Maybe Alex Rins
Said, put
all
all
of those demons to bed.
this
Was the chance for him
the
to
marriage for now.
we focus on this.
Battle for second place.
It's Juan Mir.
And he hugged down.
A brilliant
Again.
towards
We go, turn
15, the final
corner. Alex Rins
another DNF.
for him.
There's going to be questions
That's pretty soon.
because
That races.
and he's surrendered
It's such
massive golden
Points going chances.
Nakagami
I'll turn 14.
14,
That's beyond.
32, isn't it?
Go out of this race here in Italy. Valentino Rossi, he's got Iker Lecuona and Danilo Petrucci up ahead of him though. Petrucci on for another top 10. Pirro on for... No, it's Pirro.
It's Pirro.
A big dust cloud kicked up after Rins' latest big error. Well, Rossi's got the speed advantage. Challenge Iker Lecuona in the battle for 10th place, so there could be a top 10 on offer here for the Doc into turn 4. In the meantime, out front, Miguel Oliveira, place that we go to live now. Across the line, there are just 2 laps remaining.
Is really fast down that start-finish straight. You can't rely on a slipstream in the fast and flying sections as well. The KTM has never really had any kind of grip levels, edge grip. What can win here as well? That crash for Rins kind of galvanised him a little bit as well. So you
See him in that fight. What can you say about Fabio Quartararo, though? He's been utterly flawless here today.
He was back in 2008. That record looks like it's going to be beaten. There's been a pole jinx as well here in Mugello.
No win from Pulse, not quite close enough. It looks like here to be able to fight for those podium positions. Well, Aleix Espargaro, given the physical condition he's in, he's had that arm drained in 7th place. That's a great result for Aprilia again here.
Yeah, another solid top 10 from Aleix.
We'll be taking a nice advantage into the Grand Prix of Catalunya. By the way, a circuit he adores. But who takes 2nd and 3rd? Does Miguel Oliveira hold on, or does the world champion have something to say? Is there a bit...
2nd place, he was marginally quicker on that last lap than Mir by about 1/10 of a second. Fantas himself having not scored a top 10 in the opening 5 races.
You know, if Zarco is on the start-finish straight,
Yeah, we've seen him have a few problems with wheel spin coming out of Puccini there, haven't we?
his first podium of the year awaits. He's not had a top 10 so far this year. He's trying to find a way through. He fancied a look there. He wasn't close enough. There's got to be a move coming.
Close enough to get Oliveira into the last corner. That's surely it into Puccini. He hasn't got the speed and he's not going to be close enough. No. Miguel Oliveira has been absolutely inch perfect on this last lap, as has Fab. Another Mugello masterclass from this man.
Absolutely fantastic. Fabio Quartararo, his first podium of the season. That one is for Jason de Pasquier. 3rd, Zarco 4th, Binder takes 5th, Miller 6th.